Hi everyone. So as you already know, we are continuing to do reviews. Now this week we are going to be doing a review on food. Now you may have already decided on what sort of food you would like to review with your family as we send an email out to your parents on Friday. Now if you haven't decided yet, that's fine. You've still got time because we're not going to review our food until tomorrow. But what I would like you to do if you haven't decided yet is make sure you talk to your parents tonight about what food you'd like to review for tomorrow. Okay, so we are looking at reviews on food. So why are food reviews helpful? Now, food reviews can be really helpful because it's a good way to advertise a restaurant. So if a food critic comes into a restaurant, and usually the people at the restaurant don't know they're a food critic, but they will assess or will review the food that they are given, but they'll also review the service as well. We're not worrying about that part in our reviews. We're just looking at food in general. So it's a good way to advertise a business. So if a food critic comes in and tastes their food and they think it's amazing and then they write about that food, then that makes their readers go, "Ooh, where will I have dinner tonight? I'm going to that restaurant that I read about in the newspaper or online or something like that." It also helps us know what to order. So if you've read a review on something that someone else has eaten, and sometimes we can have even food reviews on things like Facebook and Instagram. Not that you should be using that, but you might hear your older brothers or sisters or your family talk about different foods that that they've seen on those platforms and they would really like to go eat. Then you know it's a really good way of knowing what they would like to have. You also get reviews on shows like MasterChef. So usually you have those three judges at the front and they'll explain or describe what the food is and what they're eating, what it looks like, what it smells like, what it tastes like, because we can't actually taste it ourselves when we're watching the TV, but it's a good way for us to understand what the food would be like if we were to eat it. So what sort of things do we find in a review? Now, I've just spoken about a couple. Now, it's very similar to our game when we were reviewing a game. So you have your introduction about facts of what you're reviewing. So your facts about the food. So you'd be talking about things like, I'll go to, oh no, things like, what the food is, what sort of cuisine is it. It could be an Italian cuisine or it could be a Thai cuisine. It might be a dessert, it could be something for dinner, might just be a really healthy snack. So you're describing what sort of food it is. Then in the middle section, so in our little paragraphs, you would do a paragraph on what it looks like, a paragraph on what it smells like, and a paragraph on what it tastes like. And it's really important in this bit here to use lots of adjectives, okay? So lots and lots of adjectives or descriptive language so that people understand what it is. So if we just say it tastes good, it's not really giving us an understanding of how it tastes good. And then your conclusion is usually your own opinion about what the food tastes like. So whether or not that person should go to the restaurant or to the shop to buy this food, you give a rating, or you might even give a recommendation like this donut would go really well with a hot chocolate or a milkshake or something like that. So you might recommend something that they drink with it, or you might recommend a dessert to go after the meal that you've just eaten as well. So that's the sort of things that will go into a food review. Now, today, what we are doing today is you are going to watch this video of Reynolds, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen MasterChef and know who Reynolds is. And he actually has a restaurant in Sydney. So when things start to open back up again and everyone's feeling a little bit safer, I would recommend going to his restaurant. I actually went there a few years ago and his desserts are amazing, very mouth-watering. So you're going to watch this and you're going to look to see if those judges describe the food or just give facts about the food, give their opinions, give a rating, or they might even give Reynolds a recommendation of how he can improve that food as well. Okay, so that's what you're going to do, and you're going to list the techniques in this box here like you did last week with the Minecraft review. Then you're going to write what you liked about what the judges said about Reynolds' dish, what you think they could have described more of. So you might see the dish and go, well, I really want to know what was in that, or how that sauce tasted, or how that jelly bean, what flavor that jelly bean was, or something like that. So something that they missed to describe what the food's like. How could they make their review of his food even better? And then giving a star rating. So remember, you can copy and paste that star and give it the review a star rating. Now, that's not all we're doing. We've got one last thing, and it'll take like literally seconds. Okay. You are going to plan your review, okay, today. And you might need to do this with your mum and dad because it depends on what food you have at home. And they may have already done the shopping this week. So if you haven't spoken to them yet about what food you're going to do, you definitely need to do that tonight. You are going to review a piece of food of your choice. This can be something that you will have to eat. This will have to be something you can eat so you can describe it fully. So you need to plan something with your parents. Your choice could include, so it could be a favorite dinner. It could be a lunch, like a really tasty sandwich. It could be a favorite snack, like a donut, a cupcake, or, a Sayo, or Vita Brits, or something with lots of awesome little yummy healthy toppings, or something like that. Okay, now if there's something else that is not mentioned here, you are more than welcome to do it. You might even think of a really delicious breakfast that you're going to be having tomorrow that you can describe for your review tomorrow. After you've chosen your favorite or your food that you would like to review, and you've spoken to your parents about it and you know that you can do it tomorrow, I would like you to type it here. So it says, the food I am going to review is, and then you write the food or type that food down there so we know what food you're reviewing. I'm very excited to see what foods you do. I'm probably going to get very hungry this week by reading all of your reviews on these different foods. And make sure tomorrow when you are reviewing it, you take a photo of the food before you eat it, because it might be nice to put in your published piece of writing when you do your published piece. All right, I'm going to stop talking. Have fun. Enjoy watching, especially Reynolds' amazing dish. It might not look like a lot, but oh my goodness, when they chop into it, it looks amazing. All right. Have fun, boys and girls. Thank you.